afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the final August edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young in 2019. This summer has just whipped right by. But it's August 28th, and now we're getting into September, Labor Day, going back to school. It's kind of a rainy day out, but we got an awesomely beautiful guest tonight, and heat things up in here. But before we get to her, must read these great underwriters, and then we will commence with the show. So we got Craft Barbering in Pembroke. We got Advanced Auto Sales in Rockland. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. All inventory under $6,000. We got Red's Emporium Deli and Fine Foods in Duxbury. Topic Time fans get 10% off there. We got the Uppercut Hair Salon in Hanover, a new one. We got Coffee Shack in Marshfield. We got Auto Restoration, South Coast Customs in Hanson. We got good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson. We got Vapor Image LLC, also in Hanson. We got Nickerson Auto Body in Kingston. We got American Automotive, a new one in Whitman. We got Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We got Pooch Paws, a nice grooming facility for dogs and cats in Hanover. And we got Sun City Tanning in Pembroke. And I want to thank you guys very much. They're also a new one. And now I'll introduce this wonderful guest, this young lady here. Beautiful lady. She's a model. She's from India. She was actually Mrs. India, Rhode Island, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
This is Meta Rastogi?
Yes.
Got it, okay. And we're going to talk to her tonight. She has an amazing past. I just saw her at a fashion show in Foxborough a few weeks ago. The guests just, are amazing as always. So, Meta, thanks for being on my show tonight.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Harrison.
Okay. Now, so you grew up in India. You're now a Rhode Islander, and you won the crown, the highest honor bestowed upon an Indian model in Rhode Island, which is incredible. Mrs. India, Rhode Island. Okay.
Yes.
So what I want to do, like I do with all my guests, is find out what life was like for you as a little girl growing up in India, and how you ended up bringing it over here to the U.S. and getting into modeling. And if I have any questions, I'll pass them on. So go ahead, start from the beginning, and I'll interject if necessary.
So you want to know about my childhood and stuff?
Correct.
Okay.
And then beyond that. Okay.
So I was born and brought up in India, as you
Okay.
said, in the city of Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
And both my parents were educationists, so
And by that you mean teachers?
Yes,
I
that's
gotcha.
correct.
Okay.
So I was very good in studies. Our entire focus were, studies. Although my mother was, she was also a dance teacher. She runs a dance school.
Okay.
So I did take training from her in one of the classical dance, and I also learned Bollywood dancing from her. And I was.
How quick question? You learned ballroom dancing, right?
Yes.
And how old were you when you were learning this? Were you really little? Or were you a little?
No, yeah. I mean, I was like 3-4 years. Like I was only a few months old when my mother started the dance school, and she continued it for a long time. So I just grew up watching her.
So you were only 3 or 4 years old learning ballroom dancing.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes. So.
Just quick. Did you need a partner?
No, it's like my mom, she had this dance school and she'll always have these recital thing,
Okay.
The annual function that we say in India. So she'll always have these annual function in the community and where her school is. So we'll have our dance programs and we'll be dancing on all Bollywood movies, their songs.
Okay.
And this is
Bollywood
how it was.
movies. No, what's that? I've heard of that, but I'm not sure. Is that
So
movies,
it's like,
I know India is very movies are very popular there.
What?
India movies. People in India love movies. Is that what you're talking?
Yes, they just adore it. Bollywood is like something too big for them.
Okay.
There's a lot of pomp and show. People enjoy, and in weddings and everywhere you see, extremely festive.
Okay.
you must, if you ever get a chance to visit India, you must.
I would love to visit India.
Yeah, you must go and see how the weddings are.
Oh, yeah,
they're too good. Yeah.
So maybe someday I'll meet a nice Indian woman and settle down. That would be awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so you learned ballroom dancing. So as a young girl, you were already you like to move around. You like to show off, and
Yes. If I put it correctly, I never had the stage fear.
Okay.
So
That's
I
great,
was like,
'cause most people
I
do.
find it even more comfortable when I'm on stage. Rather, if you ask me to do something in front of like 5-10 people, I might be like scared or I might feel shy. But I find it like more comfortable when I see a crowd in front of me.
Cool.
So
The more people, the better. You mean, right?
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
stage fear, I never faced anything like that. So yeah, and I was equally good in studies as well. So I topped school and colleges several times. I was also a topper in
Oh, hold up. You said you went to, where did you go to school in college? Did you say school and college?
yes,
Where?
I topped
You
in
taught
India.
it? You taught it? You taught?
Topped.
Oh,
I was like first rank holder.
you were which?
First rank holder, like first position.
Okay.
You top the school. Do you understand what I?
Okay. I'm trying to. All
So-
right. You were.
So it's like no, it's little different from what you have here. You have the grading system here, but
Okay.
in India they are like it's a class of 50 students, or it's
Yeah.
a class of 100 students, and the person or the student who gets the highest score is known as the topper of the class.
Okay. So you were
So-
like the straight A student.
Yes,
Gotcha.
I was.
Beautiful.
So I
Congratulations, that's
also
awesome.
earned a silver medal in economics in
Okay.
in university. So yeah, after that I took over teaching profession. I worked as an assistant professor in India. I got married and I continued that teaching line.
You got married still in India?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
married. My
Your
husband
husband's Indian
also.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, then in 2013 his work demanded him to be in US.
Okay.
So I accompanied him here. And
Obviously, everything happens for a reason.
yeah, his work needed him here. He was working. He is working in IT job. He's IT professional.
But look what it did for you. Look what it did for your modeling career.
No, I never thought. To be very honest,
You hadn't started modeling. Okay, this is why we asked these questions to clear that up. So you hadn't started modeling.
No,
but
in
you,
India,
when you
it
were married
was
and you
like-
came to the U.S., you had not modeled yet.
No.
Wow. Okay. Now
It
this
was
is
like
great.
it's in a middle class family you see this many kind of shows on TV that okay, Miss India, Miss Universe, Miss World,
Right.
and you feel fascinated. You are fascinated towards those things, but that was kind of very unattainable thing for me.
Okay.
So I never gave a serious thought to it, but it was there in my head somewhere, and that finally came out when I came here in US, and yeah. So here also it was I had one girl, and so I came here. I worked for a while. I worked in a customer facing job. I also worked as a business analyst for a very short span of time, and I was literally enjoying my life. I never gave a thought, okay, I'll ever go into modeling and
Okay.
anything, but it happened like one day I was just scrolling down my social media account. I just saw this page, Miss India New England pageant. So I just thought of, why not give it a shot?
Why not?
So I just applied one random day. I got selected, and then my training is started. So they they invite you, they train you in everything, like how you walk, how you talk, and everything else, how you answer the question and everything. So yeah, this is how it happened, and I happened to win Mrs. India Rhode Island, and then I went to nationals to represent Rhode Island,
Wow.
and yeah,
Where were the nationals held?
it was in New Jersey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was it recently this year?
Yes, this year only. In
Okay.
January, I won Mrs. India Rhode Island title, and
Incredible.
then they, whoever is the state winner, they are sent to the nationals. So right after that, I was sent to the nationals,
Yep.
and it was huge event, and the experience was too good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I bet it
So
was.
they're like, yeah, there are, more than 75 contestants were there, and, you get to learn so many things. You make wonderful contacts, and there's so many things to learn from there.
Yep.
So it's extremely enriching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you're Mrs. India Rhode Island,
Mm-hmm.
and what are you doing with that now? You been on any magazines or working up for
To
other
be
things?
honest with you, Harrison, I see this modeling thing. I cannot say that I have been doing it for a long time, because it only started after I won the pageant.
Right.
So it's not and if I have to be really honest with you, I already have enough on my plate. I'm working as a volunteer in one of the association, that's India Association of Rhode Island.
Okay.
I'm working in their cultural committee. I'm also learning one classical dance I have recently started.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's called Bharatnatyam. I recently started, and most importantly, I'm a mother.
That's true. 2 children,
So
right?
yes, I have 2 children, and so I think that is the most important job. Being a mother.
Of course.
So modeling, as of now, I'm not actively looking for it.
Okay.
So if I can undertake something without compromising these things in my life, or where I don't have to put my family in the back seat, then of course I'll go for the modeling. But as of now, I haven't given it a serious thought. So this
So
is
you
not-
haven't actually now but you were on the walkway at that fashion show 3
Yes,
weeks
I
ago,
was.
and you were amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody
So-
was.
Yeah. So okay, if I put it correctly, Harrison, modeling is you know modeling is something, I would like to do it. I
Yep.
would like to do it, but I think I am ambitious, but ambitions are, much more greater and larger than, just getting clicked, or just getting published on a magazine cover or something like that. Because,
Okay.
I think if I'm able to influence one single thought, if I'm able to influence one human being,
Right.
for even the tiniest of things, like don't kill animals for your taste or conserve water or anything. If I'm able to do that, I think that is a far bigger achievement for me.
Okay.
So
You're a woman of the people.
yeah. So
Gotcha.
I think you want more. You want to do things that are more fulfilling and rewarding for you than to just. It's very easy today. There are so many apps. There are so many things. There's so many people around you who can put a lot of makeup and make you look pretty, and it's very easy for people to get popular.
Of course.
Especially in the era of social media. But there are certain things that give you real contentment.
It's true.
So
You're not
for
superficial.
me,
I get it.
yeah, so
Okay.
I think, of course, if I have an opportunity to go and do something for the society, I would rather do that instead of,
Yeah.
going towards the modeling. Yeah.
Okay. So what else? So have you done any? Let me ask you this: have you done any other things in entertainment? Have you done any singing? I know you've done dancing.
I used to sing. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Used to. Why not anymore?
And I still do it, but not that much. I
Not
still
that much.
do it. Yeah.
Okay. What about? Have you done any acting at all?
I have done theater in my school.
What in India or in India?
In
okay,
India,
but not
yeah.
since you came here.
No.
What about so what about the idea of maybe? I know you. I mean, obviously you got your family and stuff like that, and I'm sure they're very supportive of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the possibility of maybe doing some more acting here? Maybe you never been in a film at all, or have
I
you been?
don't know. I mean, I would love to explore it, but I haven't actually given serious thought to it.
You haven't
Yeah.
which? You haven't tried it?
No, I haven't given any serious thought to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so what have you given serious thought to? What are your plans now then? Now that you've
As
won
I
the big
said,
title.
I am quite busy right now. I'm volunteering for the association that I mentioned.
Okay. Well, tell me about that association. What is it?
So it is for the Indian community here in Rhode Island.
Okay. We're not in Rhode Island, but we know what you mean. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have they have their events coming in, and they have to have various programs for those events. So they need people who can manage those events, and then registration things and all other stuff. What we want to put out there, and what kind of stuff we need, what kind of performance we are going to have. All these kind of stuff we discuss.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. But what about in terms of like, now you work with there's a large Indian community in Rhode Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't even know that until that show, because the gentleman that spoke, he mentioned that.
Where?
There was a guy that came up, and I don't know who he was. He had a big beard.
Big Bear.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
It
know.
was I don't know. It was somebody that mentioned that
Okay.
there was a big Indian population in Rhode Island, and that all of you were benevolent to them for whatever ways. So I mean, do you help underprivileged people too? Is it just you know what I'm saying, like people that have needs, or is it just? I mean, what's it mostly for? What does it really focus on?
It's basically for the Indian community. Like
Okay.
we all are living like miles apart from our country.
Right.
So it's basically to make us feel home.
Right. Okay.
So there are certain festivals, like certain like India Day. We recently celebrated India Day on 10th of August. That's
Okay.
normally Independence Day for us.
Right.
It's 15th of August 1947.
Okay. Right.
It was yeah. So this is we celebrate it here just to what do you say?
Well, because you're part of your heritage.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And there's there are certain festivals and certain occasions and when we really miss our country. So
Right.
it's like more like, we all get together, we have fun, we have, all kind of pomp and show here. So this is how it is.
That's great. So it's festive. That's good. And and being festive is what you're all about.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it. Okay. All right. Well, so now here we are, like late summer. What does the next few weeks look like for you? What are you planning on doing? If you're not going to be doing, you're not totally putting modeling off you're putting her on the back burner, but you're not totally ruling it out.
No, I'm not.
Opportunity
I'm
comes
not.
along.
I'm not. I'm just saying that if
being that you won a pretty big title,
I
and my hunch is that there are going to be people out there that are going to want you to model for them. They're going to ask you.
Yeah.
Has anybody done that since you won the title?
So I do get called for the modeling thing, and
Okay.
I still have a couple of offers in my hand, but I have to check if they really fit into my schedule.
Of course.
I'll definitely go
Right.
for it. But of course, as I said, I don't want to keep my family or or the other things that I'm doing. I don't want to keep them in the back seat.
Of course.
So if I can manage it with if I can easily manage it without compromising these things, I'll definitely go for it.
Okay.
But it's not something that I'm craving for, or I want, I definitely want to go in it. No, it's not like that.
Okay, I understand. All right. Do you ever go back to India, to visit?
Yes, I do
Okay.
travel there very frequently.
Oh, okay. So what's it like? How do you like when you go back? Do you feel home? Do you feel like you want to stay there?
Of course, of
course,
course.
yeah.
People they you have your relatives there. Everybody loves you.
Yep.
And it's like so much of food there.
Oh, I know. I love Indian food, and I'm a vegetarian
Yes,
too.
yes. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I love kulcha. You know what that is?
What?
Kulcha.
Kulcha. Oh, yeah.
I love that. I
That
had it
goes with
once.
chola. That goes with chickpea.
Yeah, chickpeas are really good.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Do you do any Indian cooking around, in Rhode Island or for people?
Yeah,
Okay.
I cook for my family every day.
Cool.
I love to do that.
Oh, that is great. So, all right. So you're basically, you're a homemaker as well.
Yes, I am.
All right. So are you basically a stay-at-home mom, or do you have another job
Yes,
too?
you can call me that, but there are no regrets.
No, I know
think
you're not at home all the time. You got a lot going on.
I
but
think being a mom is the most important job ever.
of course it is.
And it's, you have the power you are actually manufacturing the next generation of people.
Of course.
So it is not a less important job at all. So you are getting an opportunity to nurture another life.
Right.
So yeah, of course.
Now, you said you were, did you say you did some teaching over in India at the
Yes, I
school?
did.
So have you done any teaching here in any of the
No, I haven't, because when I came to US, I got to know there are certain certification courses that you have to go into. And honestly, I wasn't interested in putting that much of time in it. I
Okay.
didn't want to invest that much of time in getting those certificates done, because I anyways wanted to go back to India. I never had the thought that, okay, I'll be staying here for more than a year or two.
Okay.
But but things change, and my husband's work, he needed him here. So
Okay.
yeah, so I had to stay back. But teaching, of course, I'm sure when I go back to India, I'll like to resume my teaching.
Okay. So eventually you think you will?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So you think you eventually move back to India, for a while?
Yes, of course, we
Okay.
will. Yeah.
So okay, all right. So now you have you're a very interesting person. You're kind of intriguing because most people, that model, they start out as a little kid doing it, and you on the other hand did not. You hit a few pinnacles of things that happened first before you did it. And so it sounds to me like whatever happens with you now, we're going to be more unexpected things that you're going to be able to find yourself doing.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to be honest with you, Harrison, modeling is something, it comes with an expiry date, okay?
It comes with what?
With an expiry date.
Okay.
You are demanded as long as you're beautiful.
Yeah, I
you
know.
are able to put yourself properly. So I think not only me, I think everybody needs to find real contentment in small things.
Right.
Right? So this
I
kind
know,
of
because we're all going to
contentment.
age. I know that.
Yeah, exactly. And modeling for me, it's a side thing. I'm not giving it, much importance. And I find happiness even if I'm sitting with my daughter and I'm asking, okay, what did you do the entire day, or how your
That's
school
great.
day go?
Yeah.
So I think these things are much more fulfilling for me than, getting beautiful pictures clicked and, getting hundreds of likes. So
I understand.
yeah.
Well, speaking of that, you look like you're in very
So
good.
I still like to play with my with my younger one. I like to play
How old are
hide
your
and
kids?
seek. Yeah,
Well, you
my
must be-
daughter, yeah, she's 9. My daughter is
and your
9.
younger, and your son's all younger, right?
Yeah, he's 3.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's still a baby almost.
Yeah.
Well, you look like you're in great shape. Do you work out regularly?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you have like a, you have a, so you have a regimen? You belong to a gym?
Yes, I do go
Oh.
to gym in YMCA.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's, at least you're keeping fit. If nothing else, I mean, modeling, the inspiration to model, you know, you want to keep your body looking, you know, fit and
Yeah,
toned
that's
and,
even if you are not in modeling, it's still it's a
Yeah,
good
right,
thing to
exactly.
be in shape.
You wanna, Right. You want to live a
Yeah.
long time and feel good. And,
Yeah, of course.
Right.
You are more productive when you are working out.
Right. Yeah, I know that. Okay.
So this is how it is.
What about the possibility of maybe conducting a class of work for working out for people that are inspiring to get in shape? I like to give
I would
advice.
love to do that. I would love to do that.
You should try it.
Yeah, I would love to
Put an
do
ad
that.
out on Craigslist or something.
I would like to.
Yeah, I mean, what an inspiration! A model and an aerobics teacher, or I don't know what kind of working out you do. I don't know if you work out with weights. Do you?
I don't work out with weights. I mostly go with mild exercises that
Okay.
to just to keep your body moving and making
Right.
sure that none of the.
Well, it sounds aerobic stuff. Like
What-
sounds like aerobic stuff. You know aerobic? Aerobics. You know what aerobics are?
No.
Okay, that's an American. That's what you just said is more keeping your body moving. That's aerobics.
Yeah, so that's what I said. I'll
Okay.
rather go for the mild exercises. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you should definitely look
And
into.
also, of course, when you are dancing, you are
And you can bring your
already-
kids along too. They could keep them
Yeah, they
working
keep me
out.
busy. They keep me on my toes all the time.
Sure
so
they do. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a full-time job being a parent. I imagine, and okay. So I take it I take it you help them with their schoolwork, right? Well, your
Yes,
older
I
one.
do.
The young one's probably not in school yet.
No, he will start now.
He was right. Well, daycare already at 3.
Yeah, he's
Wow,
free.
I was 3 when I started. I might have actually still been 2. And they still expelled me. No, just kidding.
So he'll start now. Yeah.
Have your children ever been to India?
Yes, they
Oh,
have been.
so they've been there too.
Yeah, they love it
But
there.
it's a long trip. It's a long trip for a child, though.
Yes, it is. It's like 22-hour long trip.
Yeah, well, I went to
It's-
China
it's a
and that was
long
only
flight,
17
yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Wow, that's because I guess India's even further away than China is. Wow, how many dialects does the Indian language have? Is it more than one?
Yeah, there are a lot of language. In fact, every region in India, every state has more than 3-4 languages.
Wow, and you speak them
So-
all? You don't speak them all?
No, I am only good in Hindi and English.
Hindi, right?
In 2
Yeah.
languages, yeah.
Oh, I'm just curious. Do you have any affiliations with Indian politics? I hear that like Hindu politics.
I don't have any affiliations, but of course I'm very much interested in Indian politics, and
course,
I
okay.
always, when I'm going into this stuff, I'm reading the, any kind of political news I read, I do get interested in it, and I also like to raise my voice as much as I can. I also like to, would like to guide people to choose the right person. So it just.
So from here you are 10,000 miles, and you're pushing your candidates in India, right?
No.
Or you just like guiding people. You mean
So,
even here in the United States?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, see, social media, it's like everywhere, right? So
Right.
I just try to do my part, okay?
I don't know why, but I get a feeling you'd be a good politician.
I don't know.
I just get a sense.
Not a politician, but of course, I like to raise my voice and
Well, that's a
bring
politician.
awareness.
Someone who likes to make a point.
No, I don't think it makes me a politician at all.
Really? Okay. That was just my impression that you might be. And
No, but of course, I am really interested in Indian politics, of
Okay.
course.
Just Indian politics, not American as much.
No, not American. As
Okay,
much.
I hear you. That
also
makes
like
sense.
to see things, what is right for the country. And being a student of economics, I have studied Indian economics so closely.
Right.
So I know that the government that were the part of when India got freedom, those governments they ruled for 6 or 7 decades, and they ruined the entire economics of the country when they could have the largest rate of literacy. The economy could have been much more brighter and bigger. So they just totally ruined it because they were interested in their self, they were filling their own pockets. So it was very important that someone who really understands this thing, and someone who comes with a real heart and with the clear intentions. They should come in the power.
Well,
So,
that-
the main problem with the Indian politics was, existence of this dynastic politics.
Okay.
So they don't see, okay, so if this family has been ruling, their son, no matter he is eligible, no matter he is skilled, he can do it, but he has to be in the politics just because he belongs to this family. So I think, you feel that thing. And, I have read these statistics. As a student, I have gone through those statistics. Okay, the per capita income should be higher.
Okay.
If they work in this field, the literacy rate could be better.
True.
So, but nothing that happened. Nothing that happened.
Well, this is why. See, hearing you talk like that makes me see.
So,
like you should-
yeah, because I have been into those things. I have, I have studied it so closely.
Okay.
I totally understand it. That there have been some loopholes why India didn't progress the way it should have.
That's it. That's why when you go
So-
back to India, maybe you
Yeah,
maybe you run
and
for office
if
there.
you if you recently look at the statistics, you will get to know that since the new government has come into position, the Indian economics has increased substantially.
Right. Okay. Well, guess what? We're down to the last couple of minutes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to do is to give shouts out to people that are going to see it, and then we'll wrap it up. And you did a great job, by the way.
Okay, sure. So, thank you so much, everyone who has been with me throughout my journey. And thank you, Mummy. Thank you so much for all the support you have given me. Thank you to my sister. Thank you to my younger brother. Thank you, my both kids, Anvita, Arnav. Mama loves you. Thank you so much, Arpit. You are my biggest critic and my biggest admirer. Thank you to my association people who have been sending me messages for staying humble. And thank you so much, my makeup artist who has made me look pretty. And that's all. Thank you, everyone.
I hope you had a good time with me tonight.
Sure, of course I had.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up now. Thanks for watching Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. See you next time. Take care. And here we go.
Do you want to do namaste?
What's that?
Do you want to do this?
What, to pray?
No, it's namaste. We in India we
All right,
greet
go ahead.
everyone
You
with
teach
this.
me how to do it. You do it the Indian
So
way.
you don't
I'll
have to
it.
do. You just put your hands like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You show me the Indian Topic Time. dance. I love it. First time ever.
Yeah. So it's a